Hello everyone and welcome back to Kentucky Garden Gal. I am Nancy and obviously we are warm and cozy in the living room today because the high today is only going to be 47 and I'm only going to go outside to do exactly what I have to do. We're going to take just a real brief tour. Not long because like I said, it's not that warm out there today, but we'll look at some of the frost damage. But this video is going to be all about comfort and cozy and nesting. And I know that you all are thinking, why is she using the word nesting? Because when we use that word, we usually think about a mother who's at the end of her pregnancy who feels this urge to get her house in order and everything clean for the baby, much like a mother bird gets the nest ready for her eggs, for her baby birds. And I just like to use it because I feel like when the weather starts getting cooler outside, I love being inside. I love being at my home, and Cameron and I are both learners and we have so many things that we want to do, projects to do, puzzles to work on, things that we want to learn. And this brings me to the first thing I wanted to talk to you about. So, as many of you know, on Thursdays, I usually have Thrifting Thursdays, and one of the things that I love are textiles. And I always tell you, first I can see if it's something that I'm interested in, and then I want to feel it, I want to pull it out and just feel it and see what it feels like. So I decided that this winter I would use the downtime when I can't be outside working. We'll be doing projects in the house, but one of the things that I want to learn about are textiles. And this led me, I was looking on YouTube and I came across this channel called Homeworthy. And I have watched several episodes of that, and I am telling you, if you are interested in interior design, textiles, gardening, this is a wonderful channel. It has a ton of content and you can pick what your interest is. But I have started watching that. There's one episode that I found that I know I will be watching over and over and over and over because that's what this lady does. She has a business in textiles. So I will put the link in the comment. The channel is called Homeworthy, and I'll put the link in there for you. So you may want to enjoy it. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you is this gift that I bought myself. And I'm always looking for anything garden related. I'm always looking for this. And you know me, not only do I go down rabbit holes when I talk, but also when I'm doing research. And I can't even tell you exactly how I came across this, but I am so glad that I did. It came from Amazon. It was $27. And, I was reading what they said it was, and I was looking at the price, and I really thought, there's no way. That's like a $60 pair of pruners. So they came this week, and look how nicely they're displayed. So it comes with a holster, and when I opened these up, one of the things that I wouldn't have purchased it had it been like one of these where there's a spring in here, because I've lost more springs. Those just don't last for me. You're out there, your spring falls out. If you can't find it, it's of no value. But I really liked how this is made, and look how small the handles are. For me, this is so perfect because a regular size pruners, they're almost too big for my hand. And then if you get just this, the little small ones, that's why I use those from the Dollar Tree all the time to deadhead and to cut arrangements, is because they're so small, but those are almost too small. These are perfect. So I will put the link to this in case you're interested, and I am not affiliated. I get no commissions whatsoever from this. Let me put on my glasses because I wanted to show you some details. So the company is Bergen and Ball, and it's the Royal Horticultural Society. The Royal Horticultural Society is the UK's leading gardening charity with over 500,000 members. It holds a unique place in the hearts of British gardeners and is held in the highest regard by horticulturists the world over. So this is who this came from, and believe it or not, it has a 10-year guarantee. And I mean, look at the quality. It even has the mark there. So I'm going, like I said, I'll put this in the link, and then here is the holster that it comes with. You just slip it, you would put it on your belt and then slip it down in there. And they do have other tools, but this is the one that I wanted. But like I said, it was $27. I'll put the link in the comment, and if you are looking for a gift for a gardener or a gift for yourself, this would absolutely make a beautiful gift. And that's what it looks like. And it says that this company was established in 1730, and it's the UK's longest established manufacturer of garden tools and accessories. So I'm just tickled to death that I found this. So I wanted to share it with you. So let's go take just a quick peek outside and see what the damage that the frost has done. And then we're gonna come back in and we are going to make my favorite casserole, sweet potato casserole from Ruth Chris. That is a restaurant, and this is Ruth Chris sweet potato casserole. It is so yummy. And one of the things that I really want to try to do between now and Christmas is a lot of homemade things. And the next thing that I want us to make together is a coffee liqueur. I've been looking at ways to do it, and I've been looking at recipes. It's so inexpensive, and it's so simple that most of us would have the ingredients in our own home. So we will do that in the next video, but let's take a peek outside, and then we'll come in and we will make sweet potato casserole. Before we go outside, look at these Thanksgiving cactuses. I brought these inside maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't think it's hardly been a month, but they are getting ready to just bloom their little hearts out. And I am fine with it. It doesn't have to wait until Thanksgiving. I am happy to see this at any time. So let's go outside. Not a whole lot has changed up here. This is the day after Halloween. We did not have one trick-or-treater last night. And like I said, I'm not going to be out long today. I'm going to grab those trash cans, take them, put them where they go, and make sure that the chickens and the bunnies have plenty of water. But we'll just look around at some of the things that is going on in the garden. Of course, the leaves are falling, and I do try to get out once a day to blow the leaves. I haven't even done that today. So haven't gotten out to do it, and that's okay. Nothing bad is going to happen if I don't blow the leaves one day. But as you can see, we had a good hard frost last night, and luckily I have taken all of the cuttings that I wanted because things are just gone. The impatiens are gone. You see the sweet potatoes. It got the moon vine. Look at the banana trees. Oh my goodness, look at the banana trees. I am definitely getting out here this weekend to get these down, and I had planned to do it this week, but we've had a busy week with my niece's wedding, and you know, that was a priority. So yeah, this is kind of how things are looking. This is how it's looking now. You can see some damage there to the fig. Oh, look at that castor plant. That's what the frost damage on that looks like. And here are the zinnias. I am going to try to get all of this cleaned up. Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies. We see you. Yes, we do. But this is what's left of the garden. And I had talked about, oh, there goes my shadow. I had talked about bringing this tomato and putting it in the greenhouse. But even though it produces so well, the tomatoes don't have a lot of taste. And I thought, why am I putting all that effort into digging this tomato plant up and putting it in the greenhouse only, you know, to just have a product that I'm not even that crazy about. So I just pulled off all of the big tomatoes. I'll let them ripen inside, and I think I have, gosh, 8 or 10. We'll check in the greenhouse, and I was going to show you. I always put a rock by this door because if I don't, I am afraid that the wind will come by and blow this. But looking down there at the temperature, I don't know if you can see that, but it is like 85 degrees in here. So everything is just as happy and cozy in here as it can be. And this little greenhouse will be about 10 degrees warmer at night than what the actual temperature is. So I will be putting a heater in here, you know, when it gets on down, like in the probably maybe the 20s, I'll put a heater in here. But right now it holds plenty enough heat. Now, if you're wanting to do something to further insulate your greenhouse, you can take bubble wrap and you can wrap your greenhouse in bubble wrap, and that really helps it. All I'll do is tape down from the outside these vents because they do have a tendency to open just a little bit, and I don't want any cold air in here. And then it won't be long before we'll be switching all of this out to Christmas. Okay, so we're in the kitchen and we are ready to mix up our Ruth Chris sweet potato casserole. And I will probably not put Ruth Chris in the name because YouTube is really funny about trademarks. So we'll talk about it. We'll say on here that it's Ruth Chris. But as far as the recipe, which will be in the third comment down, I'll just have it as sweet potato casserole. So it's so easy. The first thing that you're going to do, you're going to take 4 ingredients and you're going to make your topping. You're going to mix that and you're going to set it aside. It is a 1/2 cup of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, a 1/3 cup of flour, and then a half a cup of nuts, preferably pecans. Now, what I'm doing, because I know how much I like this, I am actually going to half this recipe so I don't eat the whole thing. Half of it is bad enough, but I'm telling you, that is how good this is. So you're going to make your crust, your topping first, and it's those 4 ingredients. You do that, you set it aside, and then we're ready for the next 6 ingredients for our casserole. We are now ready to make our casserole. This is the next 6 ingredients that you will need. 3 cups of mashed sweet potatoes, and canned is just fine. In fact, that's what I'm using today. 1 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 large beaten eggs, and 1/2 cup of butter. Now remember, I am halving this recipe, so I will actually have half of the ingredients that you will need. Getting that right in there. I'm from the South. It's more like a pinch of this and a pinch of that. And then our vanilla. And then we'll get that all beaten up. This is the consistency that I like mine. Now I just hand mix all of this. If you wanted a smoother sweet potato casserole, you could definitely use your blender or your mixer, but I kind of like mine a little bit chunky. So these are the ingredients for the casserole. I have buttered this little pan, and here is my topping. And you will notice that I'm actually standing in front of this little oven, because that's what I'm going to bake it in. There's just no sense in turning the oven on when I can just stick this in there and bake it just fine. So let me get this in here, and then we'll slip it right in the oven. Okay, this is ready to go into the oven, and it is simply 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And you can see I have it set at 350. It's on bake. I'll close this, turn it on 30 minutes, and it'll bake for 30 minutes, and then it'll cool for 30 minutes. And that is all there is to it. And then we will do a taste test and see what it looks like. Okay, y'all, this is done. And this is so good that I'm actually having this with vanilla ice cream, because oftentimes at Thanksgiving I will eat the sweet potato casserole as dessert. That's how good it is. So I am going to go and enjoy this. And like I said, we are going to be making a coffee liqueur in the next video. If you're interested in either making it for yourself or as a Christmas gift, make sure you have at least 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of coffee, and 2 cups of either vodka or rum and some vanilla. That's how we will start ours. It is super simple to make, and you're going to be so glad that you found out how to make it yourself. So we will see you in the next video.